guys, this is Allie with Points and a Passport, and today I wanted to talk about the American Express Platinum Card. So if you haven't heard about the American Express Platinum Card, it is a premier credit card that is offered through American Express, and actually it is not a credit card. I keep saying credit card, and I probably will for the continuation of this video, but it is not actually a credit card. It is a charge card, and the main difference is a credit card has a limit on it. So, for instance, my Freedom Unlimited actually does have a limit to it, but with the American Express Platinum Card, if I wanted to go bananas and spend a lot of money on it, I could. The difference is when my statement is due, if I don't have the money to pay it back, I'm going to get slammed with some serious penalties. You don't want to put yourself in that position, especially if you're somebody who wants to be a travel hacker. If you start hurting your actual credit in order to do that, then that defeats the purpose. Know for sure that you're going to be able to pay back what you have spent every month. One other thing that I wanted to say about this, $450 annual fee, which it used to be, now it's $550. That doesn't count toward the $3,000 that you need to spend to accumulate enough get the 40,000 points. So I just wanted to make that clear. So now, without further ado, let's talk about the American Express Platinum Card and whether this card is still worth it. So before it was $450, they just announced a few weeks ago that at the end of March they're going to up it to $550. Now for $550, here are the incentives that you get. This is new. You're going to be getting a $200 annual fee credit toward Uber, but it's going to come in increments of $15 per month, except for December, where you're going to get $20 per month. That's great. If you're somebody that uses Uber all the time, you're going to be able to get a lot of use out of it. If you're somebody who uses Uber seasonally, that's kind of frustrating. At first, I was really happy to read that, but when I saw that it's going to be $15 per month, except in December where it's $20, that's not really great, because I use Uber a ton in January and February and March, and not so much in the summer. In the summer, I don't travel nearly as much, and so I don't need to use Uber as much. I just use the subway or a bus. Some other benefits that are still going to be there. You're still going to get the $200 airline incidental. So you choose an airline at the beginning of the year, and that airline, any incidentals that you have, those are going to be waived. That's $400 of value right there, as long as you get full use out of those. If you don't for some reason, then that could really affect whether this credit card is worth it for you. Again, I mean charge card, not credit card. You're going to get 5 points per dollar on any direct airline bookings or through American Express travel. You are going to get Priority Pass, which is always nice. I get a lot of use out of Priority Pass. The Priority Pass that I have is actually still through Chase. I don't use the one that I have through American Express Platinum, but you do get the Priority Pass, and you get Centurion Lounge access, Delta Sky Lounge access. If you do fly Delta, you have to be flying Delta to be able to get that Sky Lounge access. You get Gold status, which is really hard to do with credit cards, but you do get Gold status with Hilton, Marriott, and Starwood, which is an amazing deal. So is this credit card worth it? For me, I signed up in December of 2016. I used the $200 airline fee reimbursement last year, and I used it again this year. So that's already $400. So the card really only cost me $50. You also do get a $100 global entry fee every year that is waived. So if you have a friend or something, you can charge them a certain amount and just pay for it with your credit card and have them pay you in cash. So that's always a nice bonus as well. For me, this credit card signing up in December, I am so happy. I got the 40,000 points, which yeah, sure, I wish I had gotten more American Express points, and I can go over American Express points and how you can use them, but right now I'm just talking about the credit card. But I got the 40,000 points after I spent the $3,000, and do I think this credit card is worth it? Absolutely, for what I was using it for, and I am somebody who travels all the time. I was staying at Marriott's, I was staying at Hilton's, so I was using the concierge level, I was getting those bonus points, I was doing direct airline bookings, so for me, this credit card was worth it. Now that it's been upped to $550, is it still worth it for me? I could have answered that even before they upped it, because I was going to cancel this credit card in December. Again, I mean a charge card. Every time I say credit card, I mean a charge card in this case. I was going to cancel this charge card anyway in December, because I'm not going to be using it nearly as much next year, and it's going to be more expensive because I signed up in December, which was the perfect time for me to take advantage of all the benefits in December and then all the benefits this year. But if I was to continue to do that, then you lose that incentive and the reason why I had signed up for it in the first place. And I wanted to say one thing about American Express that really sets it apart from any other credit card company. They have an amazing return exchange policy. So for instance, I had a manicure and the guy did a really bad job. I didn't want to pay for it because he didn't know what he was doing, and I hate to admit that, but that's what happened. I called American Express Platinum, I called their line, I said what had happened, and they didn't even ask any questions. They just reimbursed me the $50 that it cost me, and they said, don't worry, this is on us. They have an amazing policy, and they just treat you really, really well. So you feel really special. And if you do have something like fraudulent charges or something, expect it to be taken care of right away. And the people there are really supportive. I've called the customer service line a number of times, and the customer service truly above and beyond any other credit card that I've ever had. But the $550, is that worth it? If you are a traveler who is traveling all the time and you book your own flights and you book your own hotel stays and you want gold access, yeah, sure, it is worth it because the Centurion Lounge is amazing. The Delta Sky Lounge is great, and having Priority Pass is excellent. If you are an avid traveler, if you are somebody who is on the go, traveling all the time like I am and like a bunch of my friends, yes, it is worth it. If you are not, and you are somebody who likes to dine out and you travel every now and then, no. This card is very expensive, and I don't think you're going to get nearly the amount of value that you could with other charge cards out there, with other premier credit cards. So with everything that's happened, it was kind of upsetting. It kind of only reaffirmed what I was going to do anyway in December, which we'll see. You should always call and let a credit card or charge card company know that you are going to cancel their credit card. Don't just cancel the credit card. Call them. Say, hey, look, I don't like that you guys changed it from $450 annual fee to $550. I don't use Uber. I don't do this. I don't do that. This card is no longer worth it to me, and see what they say, because I'm telling you, they were going to offer you some type of incentive for you to keep their credit card. They want you to keep spending money on the card. They want you to be a card holder. So definitely worth at least seeing what they're going to offer. For instance, my American Express, and again, American Express is really good with this. American Express Delta Gold, I still have this card, even though I kind of want to get rid of it. I still have it because they waived my fee for another year. So I'm like, okay, if they're going to keep waiving my fee, then it doesn't make any sense for me to cancel the charge card, have it negatively impact my credit. That's really all I have to say about the American Express Platinum card, and whether those changes are really an incentive to keep the card. In my opinion, they're not. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to comment below. Please feel free to subscribe to me. I'd love to keep in touch with you all. And I hope to see you guys in the air really soon. Mwah. Bye.